You have dyed your hair with permanent hair dye, semi-permanent hair dye, you've gone to the hairdressers, you don't like it. Basically, you have hair color on your hair and you want it gone. Can you remove it? The answer is yes, there is a few methods you can try. I have dyed my hair so many colors. I have used box dyed permanent red hair color, box dyed blue black hair color, box dyed brown hair color. I have dyed my hair purple, bleached it, used demi-permanent, semi-permanent, and just permanent. I have tried a lot of different methods and I wanted to do just one video showing you the different methods so that you can choose what might work best for you. Now, just to preface, I am taking footage from all my videos that I have done. I will leave them linked down below so you can go and watch the true video, but I'm going to voice over them, but my mouth might move during it, and it's not to these words obviously because I'm just taking it for context for you to see proof. Anyway, let's just go. There are 3 methods that I'm going to cover. The first one is the Vitamin C and Head and Shoulders shampoo, and I will show you before and afters and how this works and everything so that there is proof that this works. The second one is using bleach, and the third one is using a color hair remover, specifically Eliminate. The first method we're going to go over is the Vitamin C and Head and Shoulders method. I will leave down below all the videos under this method. I have tested this on box dyed blue black hair and it was incredible. I have tested this on semi-permanent hair color and I have tested this on demi-permanent hair color. I actually do this quite a bit. I have stopped messing with my hair now, but it is a really good way to remove the hair color. When you feel like there is a buildup of box dye, it is really brilliant at kind of stripping that back. It is not going to be as strong as using something like Eliminate, but for me, this was a really brilliant, easy to get my hands on method. So let's go over what you need. Basically, for this method, you need vitamin C tablets. I like the 1000 milligrams just because that's easier. You could also use 500 milligrams and just use more of them. You need a strong cleansing shampoo. Now, I test this mostly with Head and Shoulders Clean and Balanced, but you can do it with just any budget stripping shampoo. Even dishwashing detergent can work for you. And I've also tested it with lemon, and I can tell you now, just stick with the vitamin C tablets and the shampoo. Nothing changed when using the gel on top of it and also the lemon. One thing I recommend is that you have a shower cap or some kind of cap to hold in the heat when you have this formula on your hair. When I did this, I saw slightly better results than when I did it without. Basically, all you do is you crush up the vitamin C tablets. I used a mortar and pestle. I've also used a blender. I've used my NutriBullet. I've used everything. Crush it up as fine as possible because you're going to make a gel with the shampoo. From there, you are applying it to dry hair. I have tested this on dry hair and damp hair. I couldn't tell you which one is better. I typically do 2 applications every time I do this. So I always start with dry hair and then of course my hair is damp from the first application, then I'll do it again. But I don't let it be sopping wet, it just needs to be damp. Now with this, you just apply it all over your hair. Obviously focus on the areas that you find have the most color buildup. If it's quite even, then just start at the roots and work your way down. This method is best for fresh or semi-fresh dye that's sitting in or over your hair. Semi-permanent and fashion colors on blonde like purple or blue, it's really good for that. If you have gone to the hair salon and you have a color that is like a demi-permanent or a semi-permanent, you can do this straight afterwards if you really don't like it. However, if you're talking about a toner, just use a cleansing shampoo because that can help just strip that color back. Toners typically don't last too long, so you just have to wash it a few times. The hardest one that I have tried to get out of my hair was definitely the blue black box dye. It was really tough, but after quite a few applications, every application lifted it, and what's very therapeutic is you can see the color washing into the bath or into the shower or wherever you're doing it. So one thing I do suggest is if you have dyed your hair quite some time ago and you still feel like there is color and it's not fading, you want to try and lift it using this method before you do anything more harsh on your hair, you will know if you need to do this method again, because when you are washing the color out of your hair or the product out of your hair, the color will be coming out and you'll see that in the water. So if you're finding it's a lot of buildup and a lot of color, I would be doing it again. If the last time that you dyed your hair was a while ago and it was with a permanent hair color, I can't answer if that's going to come out of your hair. It really comes down to, one, are you seeing it fade over time anyway? This might just help speed that up a little bit. Will it strip your hair back to what you had before? No. Will it maybe lighten it a little bit, potentially if there is still pigment sitting on your hair, but it won't work if you have dyed it a long time ago and it's just at the point where you have been left now with wherever that color took your hair to. So be realistic with it. This one will not lift pigment if you haven't got pigment sitting in your hair. And I mean colored pigment, not your natural pigment. For those wondering, does this shift your natural hair color? The answer is no. This will only remove pigment sitting in your hair from a hair color. Now, does this method dry your hair out? The answer is yes, quite a lot. Does it damage your hair? If your hair is already damaged, this is going to be harsh on your hair. It is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like washing your hair with dishwashing detergent, but like a little bit worse than that because of the vitamin C. It's not nice. It is not kind to your hair. So be prepared for that. You're going to need a lot of deep conditioning masks afterwards. Now, something I learned at the very end of all of these times that I did it is that 4 times 1,000 milligram tablets worked as good as 25. So you can use less. I would stick to like 5 just to be safe. Now, if you have hair that you feel like the vitamin C process won't work for and you need something just with a little bit more oomph, that would be your bleach bath. I went to do a bleach bath video and I will list that down below. I just liked putting the straight bleach product on my hair instead of the bleach bath. If your hair is damaged and you want something that is quite gentle and you want an ever so slight lift, do the bleach bath. If you want more lift, you can just put the bleach on your hair. Now with this method, I used the L'Oreal Paris Colorista Blonde Bleach Powder and Developer. Now with the bleaching method, there is better products these days. So if I was to do this method again, I've got it here, I would use the Clairol Blonde It Up kit, the Platinum Blonde, which lifts your hair 5 times lighter. This was not available. It did not exist when I did this method, and I have used this many times since when I was this hair color, but I was blonde and I would do my own roots and I loved it. It worked so well to lighten my hair and my hair did not feel damaged. So I would opt for this product now. If I was you, I'll link it down below, but I did also have the Head and Shoulders shampoo. Whenever I'm doing anything that removes pigment, I will always have the Head and Shoulders shampoo because it just strips anything extra and gives it a really good clean when you've had to do this kind of process like vitamin C or bleach. You kind of want that product out, and it does an amazing job at cleaning your hair as well as stripping more pigment. So this method is best when you want actual lift, not just fading your color. It's for that like stubborn pigment which you need to lift out. You can't just like remove pigment like the vitamin C method. If your hair is not evenly colored though, this is a bit riskier because if you apply it all over your hair, it's going to lift everything, and anything that has anything like a banding, this is going to make that more obvious. Whereas with the vitamin C, it's just trying to remove stuff. So it is a bit riskier if you haven't done it before, but it is a really good method. I did a patch test first. I really do recommend you do this, though this is the only time I've ever done a patch test because it was bleach and I did not know how my hair was going to behave. I actually did one side the bleach bath and the other side straight bleach just to see what the results would be. I just followed what was on the box when it came to the ratios. And then for the bleach bath side, I diluted it with the shampoo because that's what a bleach bath is. You're just diluting the bleach to make it a bit more gentle, less of a lift. The straight bleach was of course lighter, which was more of an obvious lift. Now, it gave me like an ombre effect because my hair had the old like blonde underneath, of course. So it was easier to kind of strip pigment out of that blonde hair versus natural virgin hair underneath. And of course, the darker hair dye is sitting higher. So with this one, it gave me very subtle warm highlights. It blended way better than I thought. This method definitely requires more attention, a little bit of experience, just going a bit slower and just watching the results as you go, checking it every 5 to 10 minutes, just so that you can take anything off if it's starting to go wrong. Definitely strand test with this one, but it is an effective method. If you do not want hot roots, do not put it on your roots. And just remember that if your hair history is uneven, the lift will also be uneven. That's all I can say. It's just a good method, but it is riskier. The final method, which I have used recently quite a few times, I love. It is brilliant. It is the Rusk Eliminate. There is many different types of product like this. I just can easily get my hands on the Rusk Eliminate here in New Zealand, so I did that one. And it had such good results the first time that I used it that I do actually go for it more often these days. It's a system. So there is a color reducer, a conditioning catalyst, and a processing lotion. I actually don't know if I ever use the processing lotion. It's there to show you if there's pigment still left in your hair, so you know whether to color it again or not, or do the process again. But I just got it to the shade that I liked and then dyed over it, so I didn't follow that step, though I'm pretty sure you should. This product, however, has some cons. It stinks. It really does smell. It smells like when you get a perm. I don't know if people know what that smells like these days, but it smells like that. If you don't know what that smells like, it smells like sulfur. It is brilliant for anybody that wants a drastic change, really taking all of the color out of your hair. Now, when I have had blonde hair, dyed it many times, and then used this product, it takes me to like a level 7, level 8, depending on what I did. So it's very, very effective. I have back-to-backed it. I have done it twice in a row. I've also done it 3 times in a row, and my hair was shockingly fine. It was weird. It was a little bit dry on the 3rd application, but it actually felt really nice. And I don't know if that's because I've removed the buildup of the product or what it's doing, but considering how bad it smells, I did think my hair would be on the floor. But it was really good. It felt better than the vitamin C method and definitely better than the bleach method. So this one, from will it impact my hair quality? It actually was the nicest, which is so strange. Don't know. I think the smell just got to me and I thought it was so much more violent than it actually is. So yes, that is the end of that method. So those are my 3 methods. I really hope that that helps you. Again, I have dyed my hair a million times over. You can see all my videos on my channel. So I would love to keep this conversation going for anybody else, as I said, that pops past this video. If you've got an experience, if you had your hair dyed with a hair color and you did a process and it was successful, please put that experience down below. If you had your hair dyed a certain color and you tried something and it didn't work, also put that down below, because it's just interesting to hear and to share that, so that we can kind of get the conversation going and everybody can get the little bits of information if required. So yes, I think that was everything. If I have missed anything, please ask questions in the comments. Otherwise, I truly hope that was helpful. I hope that whatever you do and whatever situation you're in, because you're watching this video, one of these methods will help you. So yeah, thank you for your time and attention, and I will see you in the next video.